Hello everyone, welcome to yet another tutorial. Today we are going to look at how to create a character animation in Blender like this, and we are going to look at how to model the character. Basically, this is a modeling tutorial, and I've simply used Mixamo to create the animation and then bring it back into Blender and render it. So let's get started and see how to model a simple character like this. I've kept everything simple, that's why there is no color, only there is one texture on the face, and we'll create everything from scratch. And then in the second part, we'll take it into Mixamo and bring it back and then add some basic lights and render the animation out. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing what I did was to look for a character. I did some research and I searched for organic character. Was it cartoon as well? Not organic, generic. Generic. All right, and then that's where I found this. Okay, so I downloaded a couple of these images, and the character is based on this. So it has a very simple leg and a feet, arm, and 4 fingers. And I have simply used a map for the head, and there's no connection between the head and the neck, as you can see. Okay, so I downloaded those images. Here you can see character 2, so you can get different angles for modeling, but nothing major actually. You can see there's like a bulge here, and the legs and the arms are skinnier at the joint and they will get bigger as they go away. And then this is simply a sphere, so we'll just make a body and extrude the arm and the leg. So I'll delete the light and then the camera, and then this object is 1 meters by 2 meters, so I will make it 1 meter by 1 meter and move it 1 meter up basically. So if I hit the 3 key, that's what I get. All right, so one thing I'm going to do is viewport visibility. Under object properties, I will turn on wireframe so you can see the edges of the box. We are going to have a symmetrical character, so if I hit the tab to go to edit mode, we need a line in the middle, so we can delete the first half and only work on the second half, but I will do that later on. All right, now the character is going to be, let me select the entire thing and scale it. Okay, so we get like the skinny body, and then I'm going to add 1 and then add a few lines the sideways. So if I go to the 3 key, now what we need to do is, this is going to be skinny. Okay, so I'll turn the proportional editing on, and if I scale this, you can see the entire thing gets scaled, and we need this pretty close. Okay, so that's good. We need a square here, this area. Okay, so we'll turn this off now, and then this is going to come inside like this. Okay, so that's the basic body of the character, and then the middle ones, these will be scaled out. Okay, and then This one will be like the tummy area which will come out the most. Then you can try to like one and then get a good profile here, okay, for the side. All right, now we need area for the hand. So hand will come out from here and it has to be a square. So again, I will try to make sure that this cube is squarish in size here. Okay, and then we are going to visit this and see how things are. So you can see that there is like a round below the legs and a round above the shoulder there. So this thing will come up, okay, to create that roundness, and then this thing will go down. Okay, so we can see that we have moved almost all the vertices now, and we want two legs to come out. And let's go back to the image again, and you can see that there is quite some gap. Here is the standing guy. Okay, so this gives a good profile. So there's a big kind of a distance between the legs here. Okay, that the legs are kind of coming from the side. So what we need is a gap in the middle here. So what we're going to do is going to use the cut tool, and then we're going to cut it from here to here, go back, and then finish it off here. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing from here to here to here and back to here. Okay, now one thing important is when you cut something, you have to make sure that you only have one vertex. Okay, so sometimes you might get more than one vertex. You have to be little careful about this, especially here where there are too many of them. Okay, so I'm not creating a window around it. I'm just clicking once, because if you click once, only one vertex will be selected, and then if I move, everything moves, so it looks like it's kind of connected. Okay, so I'll again go to 3 key, so you can see that I've not done a perfect job, so you can simply move it around, and then this will move here. Okay, so this is one leg and this another leg. Actually, we are just going to really worry about one leg, and the other thing is that the leg will always be at an angle. Okay, so this will move up and the leg is going to come out from here. Okay, so this is your leg connection, and then this is going to be what we will do is we'll further make the leg smaller. Select this one, and if you go to 1, you can see that it is not square. So scale it, a 3D view that looks, and then you can scale the whole thing in. All right, then same thing here. This is kind of squarish, which we tried to do in the beginning, and then we will scale it small here. Okay, and then again 3 key, and then I will hit the E key to extrude. So this is the elbow, E again, and then the wrist. Okay, and now I'll turn the proportional editing on, and when I move this, I can like move both of them together and turn it off. So it's not really necessary, you can just simply move it, but I think that is like a faster way to do things. So you can see that this will be, if this is small, this will be slightly bigger, ever so slightly. Not rotate, scale. Then this will be slightly bigger than that. All right. So now we will do the same thing with the leg. So this is our leg. Go to polygon, select this, go to 1 key or 3 key. E for extruding, this will be the knee. E, this will be the foot. Okay. So again, proportional editing on, drag this. You can use the middle mouse to make it big or small. Okay. And then rotate it to make it proportional editing off. Then this is the foot. And I have the X-ray mode on, so I can, when I select this, the back ones also get selected. Okay, so that is important. And then this is the knee. So the knee is slightly bigger, and then this is going to be even bigger. Okay, so we got the foot, and then we got the hand. And now if you get out of tab mode, get out of X-ray mode, you can see what you have, and you can then go to modify panel and add a subdivision surface and add one more. Go to object, shade smooth, and then you can see what kind of geometry you are getting. All right, and then you can always get rid of that to get back to your original mesh. So I like to work this way. So what we will do now is finish up the leg. So again, tab and go to the polygon mode, and I will E to extrude it. Again, 3 key if you want. This is still not straight, so you can make this straight, and E to extrude. And again, I'm trying to keep this a square. Okay, so if it is not, then you can simply move it later on and try to make it a square. All right, so now this is the back part, so I'll extrude it a little bit in the back, and I'm going to scale it slightly in, ever so slightly. And then now we will model the front part. So we will hit the E key. So this is where the 2 fingers will be, and then E to extrude this out. So this is our feet, and the feet are going to be extruded up here. Then we can then scale this in to make a square, and then inside a lot. Okay, so that's the foot, and then now the foot has to be big. So I'm going to scale it sideways to make it big, and then to keep it a square, I'll scale it here also. We're not going to scale it down. So if you go to 3 key or 1 key, everything should be in a straight line here. Okay, so this is not. So if you want, you can move it down. Okay. So it's like a big foot there, and this was not selected. See, when I did this, I did not select the X-ray mode, and that can create problems. So I will scale this, make it big, and then to make it a square, scale it out like this. Okay, and then we can add one more here and then scale it out. Okay, so that adds the roundness to the foot, and it's coming from all the sides. All right, so that's the foot. What you can do is, your foot is kind of, go to 7 on top view, you can select the entire foot and move it left, because it is kind of straight in the front and it goes out. So you can look at your own foot, and there's a slight difference in how the foot is. So you slightly move it on one side, and that's done. And then you can again go out of tab mode, go out of X-ray mode, and go back to our smooth mode and see how the leg looks. Okay, again this will need tweaking, so don't consider this as like the final, but I just want to finish this up as quickly as possible, so I'm not going to really fine tune it but teach you how it can be done. So I'll go to tab mode, and maybe if it is looking a little long, we can scale it down. All right, so that's basically the foot, and then the hand. So for the hand, now look at your own hand, and there how things work here is that I'm going to extrude it a little bit. This is where the thumb will start. Okay, then extrude it for the thumb, and then extrude it for where the fingers will start. Okay, so that's how it is. So the area before the thumb, then the thumb area, and then area after the thumb. All right, now I'll go to 7 key, again X-ray mode on, vertex mode on. The first thing I want to do is select all these, and again go to 3 key, and this has to be thinner than the hand. Okay, so that is the hand here. Then go to 7 key, and this one is the whole thing, or these things I guess, comes out. This is where the finger will come out from. Actually, this is going to be the square. Okay, and then this can come out a little bit also. I'm just looking at my hand while I'm doing this. Maybe a little bit here. I think all of this should come out a little bit. Okay, so this is the wrist, and then maybe you can scale it a little bit, I guess. So this is where the finger will come out, the thumb will come out, and then the fingers will come out here. So let us get the thumb out. So again, select this, E to extrude. So this is the first thumb. Generally, our thumb only has one bend, so we'll just extrude it twice. Okay, and then again 7 key, and we'll go, and again proportionate editing, and we need very little for moving the thumb. Proportional editing off, rotate this. Okay, and then again you look at your thumb, and you can see that the thumb joint is just before the finger start, and then the thumb goes out until actually where the fingers are going to start. So you have to try to keep those proportions. And then if you look at our character, the fingers are really big. Okay, at the end they're narrow. Everything at the joint is thin, and it becomes big as it goes out. So we need to do the same thing. So this polygon, first of all, this polygon has to be square. Okay, so we'll make this polygon square, and then we'll scale the whole thing out because it's going to be big. And to keep the shape, when we add mesh mode, we extrude it out a little bit once, and then we'll scale it inside like this. Okay, so that will keep the shape of the thumb for us. So to see that, tab mode, get out of X-ray mode, and then if you add these two, so you can see that now you get a nice thumb. All right, so we'll go back, tab, X-ray mode, and now we need extra segment for the fingers to come out. So what we need to do is, I'm going to turn the X-ray mode off, so you can see. So we need 3 fingers. I'm not creating 4 fingers. It's a cartoon, so it will only have 3 fingers. So we'll again go to cut tool, and we're going to cut from here to here. Then we'll go down and then we will end up here, and okay, and then we will do the same thing here to here. So the idea is that all our faces should be quads, okay, four-sided, and in rare cases it can be three-sided. That's important. All right. So as you can see, everything here is either three-sided or four-sided. And then here, now X-ray mode on because this one below this. Then I'll move this inside, and then I'll move this here. So you can see that this is 1, 2, 3, 4-sided now. This is three-sided. This is three-sided, and then everything else is four-sided. So that's how we get the area for our finger. And then again 7. Okay, we will continue this in the next class. All right. So